I'm Kevin Matlo, and I got Dennis here with an absolutely incredible 1959 Edsel. Dennis, welcome to my show.
Thank you.
Thank you. Tell me a little bit about your car.
Well, I bought it in 2019 and had it ever since, and that's about it. It was pretty much in the shape it is now, but I've done a lot of detailing to it and upgraded it. I put some new mufflers and tailpipes on it, tuned the engine up, and just keep on working on it.
Absolutely.
Making it a little nicer.
Well, always, right?
Yeah,
it's always a work in progress.
Oh, for sure.
Always a work in progress. The paint, is it the original paint?
No, it's been redone, I'm sure.
Okay. And is it a local car? Where was it from originally?
It was a Canadian car. It was registered in Alberta, but it was built in Canada.
Okay. Oh, it's a Canadian built car.
Yeah, Canadian built car, great.
Excellent. And so you've tuned it, obviously. You've done some work to it. How about suspension and brakes? Are they
were all done before. The suspension was great, and the brakes were done before.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anything special about it, or just stock?
It's pretty much stock, yeah. It's and I like it stock.
Of course.
It's got a stock engine in it. This is the Corsair model, which is an upgraded model in '59. It came with the 361. This one has a 361 4-barrel carburetor with dual exhaust.
Yeah.
And they had a smaller engine as well, but this one has the upgraded engine.
Right. Air conditioning?
No.
No air conditioning. No. Okay. But everything else is power. Everything else is good.
Power steering, power brakes. It has electric windshield washers and wipers, and it has a search and scan radio.
Really?
Yeah.
In '59?
Oh yeah, they had them way back in the '40s.
Wow.
Search and scan. Yeah.
I've been educated today.
Right.
And the tires?
Tires are in great shape. Yeah, they're not original. They're upgraded with they're not the nylon. They're steel belted radials.
Yeah. A little better ride.
Supposedly.
Yeah. Supposedly. And brakes again
they're manual brakes, but they're self-adjusting. They had self-adjusting brakes in.
Oh, really?
'59. Yeah. So
drums?
Drums all around.
All around, yeah.
Self-adjusting drums.
That's pretty ahead of their time, really.
It was one of the first ones that had self-adjusting brakes.
Fantastic. So what's it like to drive this car on the roads today?
I can take my hands off the steering wheel at 80 miles an hour on the highway and follow the road. It's a cruiser. It floats. It just floats.
It's designed for it. So it still drives wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. But I mean, they're not like today's. They're not as quiet. There's more noise, road noise, and
of course.
And they handle like one fellow used to say they corner like a bull elk on ice. They lean over when you drive. So they're not like today's suspension, but they handle nice.
It's not a daily driver. It's a show car.
It's a show car, but I drive it quite a bit. Yeah.
You do?
I can drive it anywhere. I've gone to Lac La Biche with it. I go to Red Deer with it. I've been to all over the province with it.
Wow.
Go to car shows.
Yeah.
It drives nice.
Must get a lot of good response from the car shows too.
Tremendous.
A lot of people commenting.
Yeah.
I had a car like that, or my dad had a car like that.
Well, the older generation remember them. A lot of the young people never heard of an Edsel. So people in my age, they say, "Wow, I remember those cars." Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, well, that's what the channel is about. We're trying to re-educate new people, right? Get the new generation into the cars. I mean, this is what it's all about.
Right.
Interior-wise, it's been redone?
It's been redone, but it's not correct. I'll just show you the...
If you're an automotive enthusiast like we are, like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you're alerted when new videos go live.
The white leatherette there should be this pattern. Should be this pattern right here.
Yep.
So somebody redid it incorrectly, because they were much more luxurious in those years.
But it does work.
Oh,
It does work nicely, and I mean, it looks beautiful. And that's the original steering wheel?
Oh, for sure. Everything's original in the car. Yeah. All the equipment, there's been no modifications at all on the car, at all that I know of.
Mm-hmm. And manual windows again everywhere.
Manual windows.
And ashtrays in the back seats.
Yeah.
Which you don't see anymore today. Yeah.
Right.
That's the thing of the past, but still nostalgic.
Yeah. Got the chrome Kleenex holder in the center there.
Yeah. And it's original dashboard.
Yeah, for sure.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
They had the vent windows, which was a nice feature on those.
Yeah.
In those days, you could catch the wind. And,
bring it in.
Yeah.
Things we've lost in the past, but we have the rise in air conditioning now.
Yeah, exactly.
So, and the engine it's a
361 cubic inch, 303 horsepower. It was dual exhaust, 4-barrel carburetor.
Yep.
That was a big engine in that year.
It was a big
They
engine.
had a 6-cylinder, and they had a 332 V8 and then a 361. This is the upgraded. The Corsair had the 361.
Yeah. Obviously has a good sound to it too.
Yeah.
Some good power.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some good power.
Decent power, yeah.
Yeah.
They're not a rocket ship, but they're
No.
big cars, so
Yeah.
it takes a lot of power. They're over 4,000 pounds.
I was going to ask you, 4,000 pounds.
2 tons to move them.
That's a big car.
Yeah.
A lot of weight to move around.
This is a little one. The 58s were bigger.
Really? Even more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're downsized a little bit. But it's still big, plenty big enough.
Yeah. So is this your only car that you
For
have
now
like
it
this?
is.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
had a number of classic cars in the past, but one's enough.
One's enough. And the family's involved in cars as well, or no?
Not really.
No? They don't want to get involved?
My grandkids aren't all that interested in it. No.
Really? How successful was this car?
They're very not successful at all.
Okay.
It was designed during a time when there was when the medium price range was very flat, and the high price range was flat, and Ford brought it out at that time. The Mercury was going against Buick, and Ford didn't have anything to go against Oldsmobile.
Right.
So they brought out the Edsel to compete with the Oldsmobile, and they had that what they called a horse collar grill, and the media started making fun of it, and they said it was an Oldsmobile sucking a lemon.
Oh my God.
And
Yeah.
they started mocking it, and a lot of people got pretty upset about it.
Yeah.
And it was a little ahead of its time. They had the push-button automatic transmission and a floating speedometer head like the aircrafts,
Yeah.
and it was just a little too far advanced for its
Too ahead of its time.
and it was too expensive, so it was a big failure. Ford lost $250 million in 3 years on them.
Wow.
They made them in '58. They downsized them in '59, and again in '60 they only built about 2,700 of them in 1960, and then they shut it down.
Right. That's incredible. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's too bad. 'Cause, I mean, it's a beautiful car.
Yeah.
It should have been a success.
They were identified with failure.
Wow.
People would say if you had a business that failed, you probably were driving an Edsel.
An Edsel.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the media got hold of it. It was the media that killed it.
Well, of course. People hear that and they don't want to own that.
People my age remembered the car and they said, "I never believed that," and they always
Yeah.
believed that it was a fine car, and it is a fine car.
Yeah, absolutely. It's too bad because I mean it's a beautiful car. You've got a fantastically beautiful car here, and I appreciate the fact you took time to talk to me.
Good. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Help you. Thank you.